The word impossible is a lie you've been taught to believe. It's a wall built by fear, reinforced by doubt, and guarded by failure. But what if I told you that the word itself says, I'm possible? What if everything you think is out of reach is just waiting for you to push a little harder? This is not just a speech. This is a wake-up call. It's time to rewrite your limits. Because starting today, impossible is nothing. They said it's impossible to change your life overnight. They said you can't rise without connections. They said you can't win without talent. But here's the truth, impossible is just an opinion. And opinions aren't facts. We live in a world where people fear discomfort more than failure. They quit because they're scared to look foolish, to fall, to start over. But look closer, the ones who succeed? They're not fearless. They just refuse to let fear define what's possible. The myth of impossible is designed to keep you in your place. To keep you comfortable, silent, average. But nothing extraordinary has ever come from comfort. Picture this. You have a dream. A big one. It keeps you up at night. It lights something inside you. But the moment you speak it out loud, the world laughs. That's unrealistic. You don't have what it takes. Get real. Your friends doubt you. Your family questions you. Society mocks you. And worst of all, a voice inside you begins to whisper. Maybe they're right. This is the battlefield of possibility, not out there, but in here, in your mind. And every time you choose comfort over challenge, silence over expression, quitting over pushing forward, that voice grows stronger. But here's the twist. Every no, every failure, every door slammed in your face, they're not signs to stop. They're tests. And only those willing to walk through the fire get to taste the reward on the other side. Let's flip this. Imagine choosing the hard path. The lonely path. The one where no one claps for you. No one believes in you. You wake up at 5 a.m., not because you have to, but because your future demands it. You train when you're tired. You work when no one's watching. You fall, again and again, but you never stop rising. That's where transformation happens. Not in the spotlight, but in the shadows. The gym with no mirrors. The room with no audience. The nights with no applause. Because impossible only breaks those who are looking for easy wins. But for the committed, it's just a stepping stone. So, how do you beat the lie of impossible? Step 1, relentless belief. You don't need others to believe in you. You need you. Step 2, micro wins. Progress isn't always loud. Stack small victories. They add up. Step 3, resilience training. Life will hit you. Expect it. Prepare for it. Push through it. Step 4, vision beyond now. Your current reality doesn't define your final destination. Step 5, kill the comfort zone. If you're not growing, you're decaying. Lean into what scares you. And finally, consistency beats everything. Talent fades. Motivation fades. But consistency creates miracles. Look back. Really look. Everything that once seemed impossible, from walking as a baby to surviving heartbreak, you've done it. You were made to overcome. Built for pressure. Designed to rise. The lie of impossible only lives if you give it oxygen. Starve it with action. Smother it with belief. And when people say, it can't be done, don't argue. Show them. Silently. Relentlessly. The world will always try to shrink you. To tell you what's too big, too far, too difficult. But let them talk. Let them doubt. Because when the dust settles and the silence returns, only one truth will remain. The problem with the word impossible isn't that it exists, it's that we've accepted it as truth. People carry it like a badge. I can't do that. That's not for someone like me. That's above my level. But who made those rules? Who told you what level you belong to? Who gave the world the power to define your limits? There are people out there with less talent, less opportunity, and fewer resources than you, building their dream one painful brick at a time. The difference? They didn't wait for permission. They didn't ask the world, "Can I?" They told the world, "Watch me." That's the energy you need. The belief that you're no longer negotiating with your potential. You're executing it. One action. One decision. One impossible goal at a time. Fear is the silent architect of every unfulfilled life. Not failure. Not rejection. Not lack of skill. But fear. Fear of trying. Fear of embarrassment. Fear of starting too late. Fear of not being good enough. But understand this. Fear doesn't mean stop. It means go carefully. Fear is proof you're doing something that matters. If you're not scared, you're not stretching. If you're not challenged, you're not changing. So flip the narrative. If it terrifies you, chase it. If it overwhelms you, lean in. If it feels impossible, it's exactly where you're supposed to be. Growth lives on the edge of fear. Everything you want, everything you dream of, it's hiding behind one uncomfortable decision you keep delaying. Now let's talk about the one word most people run from. Failure. They say, "I failed, so maybe it wasn't meant for me." But failure is never a signal to stop. It's a signal to adjust. Picture a GPS system. When you take the wrong turn, it doesn't shut down, it reroutes. That's life. That's growth. The ones who make the impossible possible? They're not lucky. They're just willing to fail publicly. Repeatedly. Loudly. Because every failure brings data. Every setback gives feedback. And every misstep carves the path forward. The road to possible is paved with rejection, late nights, heartbreak, doubt, and still choosing to rise again. So let me leave you with this. Impossible is not a fact. It's a mindset. A limitation borrowed from those who gave up too soon. But you? You were born with potential. Born with fight. Born with the ability to bend reality to your will if you're willing to pay the price. And yes, it will cost you. Your comfort. Your excuses. Your need for validation. But what you gain is priceless. Freedom. Purpose. Legacy. So go ahead. Set that wild goal. Chase that insane dream. Believe in that ridiculous vision. Because in the end, the ones who change the world are not the ones who followed the rules. They're the ones who broke them. Rewrote the script. And proved to everyone, especially themselves, that impossible is nothing. The real battle is not out there, it's in your mind. The battlefield isn't the gym, the office, or the world stage. It's the quiet moments. The inner conversations. The silent negotiations between who you are and who you're becoming. Every day, you wake up with a decision. Listen to the doubt or defy it. Fold to fear or face it. Shrink into old patterns or shatter them with new action. And most days, no one will see the war you're fighting. No medals. No applause. Just you and the next hard choice. But here's the secret no one tells you. Those invisible battles? They're the ones that build unshakable greatness. You don't have to announce your ambition. You just have to live it, loudly, relentlessly, unapologetically. Vision will always outpace reality, at first. That's what makes it visionary. You'll have ideas people don't understand. Goals that feel unreachable. Standards that make others uncomfortable. And that's okay. You're not building an ordinary life. You're building a life that demands attention, respect, and legacy. But you must protect your vision like your life depends on it. Because it does. The quality of your life is tied to the quality of your vision. And to protect it, you need ruthless discipline, selective attention, and a refusal to negotiate with your own limitations. When reality doesn't match your vision, don't lower the vision. Raise the standard. Upgrade the habits. Elevate the grind. Every limitation you believe today was programmed. By parents, teachers, society, failure, and your own mistakes. But what's been programmed can be rewritten. Start replacing. I can't with I'm learning to. That's too hard with this will make me stronger. What if I fail with what if I fly? You are not fixed. You are fluid. And every day you show up, you're rewriting the story of who you are and what you can become. The mind is a muscle. The grind is your gym. And impossible is just another rep waiting to be conquered. So, after all this, what now? You've heard the truth. You've felt the fire. Now it's time to move. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Because impossible is not waiting for your confidence. It's waiting for your commitment. Waiting for your decision to act even when you're afraid. Waiting for the version of you that refuses to lose quietly. Impossible is only impossible until it's done. So go break something. Break a limit. Break a belief. Break the version of you that keeps playing small. And when they ask you how you did it, don't explain. Just smile and say, impossible is nothing.